What's up guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Yvonne. Thank you for clicking on the video and joining me. So today's video is a really exciting one. I have been waiting for weeks, well not waiting, I've had the stuff for a while now, but I just haven't had the time to sit down and put the time into filming that I wanted to have. So I'm doing that today. It's a really exciting video because a very lovely lady by the name of Elaine, who runs a website called Saviours in Ireland. She is a new website she launched just this summer, and she has a range of really good brands which I'm going to mention in just a minute or two. We sort of got in touch on Instagram, and the last few months we've been talking back and forth, and then she had very kindly said that she would like to send me some stuff, which is a really big deal for me. It doesn't happen that often for me, so I was just so flattered that she wanted to send me anything. So she has recently started stocking Crown brushes. So I've used Crown brushes before. I really like them. They're a UK retailer as far as I know. They're really good, but they also have quite a substantial range of makeup, which not many people that I can see are aware of. So I kind of wanted to help maybe put a bit more awareness into the brand and also into Skin Saviours. So by the way, I'll leave the link down below for the Skin Saviours website. You can get 10% off with your first order. Elaine mentioned that to me. And just to clarify about today's video, Elaine sent me this stuff. She was very kind to gift me stuff to review and give my honest opinion on. So it is not a sponsored video, there's no affiliate links, nothing like that. She just kindly gifted me the items, and I'm going to do a full look with them today and let you guys know my thoughts. So if you think that is something you are interested in hearing, or if you've been looking into Crown Brushes makeup, then just keep on watching. So Elaine sent me this big box, and I was so excited to get it. So this big box here, I'm going to show you what she sent me. It is beautifully packaged. Okay, so she sent me, they have like two different brush kits. So she sent me one of these. I actually don't have any pouch like this for my makeup brushes, and I'm always really cautious of when I'm traveling with them. I don't want them to get bashed and ruined, so this is actually going to come in handy, I think. So they also have Longwear foundations. I'm so interested in this because apparently it has sort of like a semi-satin finish. So it says all day pro Longwear, buildable, medium to full coverage, shine free, and an even finish. So I think she sent me the shade Fair and the shade Light. The only thing is I actually can't see on the bottles which shade is which. But I mean, I can go by which one looks. That one's probably Fair and that one's probably Light. So yeah, I have no tan on. I've actually just scrubbed my tan off last night because I need to put my tan on again tonight. So I'll be pretty fair, I'd say. So I have two of those there. And then I have the Blush and Glow palette, which looks gorgeous. So it comes in this packaging, and all the kind of plastic, protective plastic is on it. That's like super satisfying. Yeah, came off in one, which I love. So it has this lovely sort of compact here, so you can see. I love the fact that you can see the colours, just simple things like that. This looks really good. I love the different range of blushes there. You have even a kind of like a bronzy type blush, which I love that type of colour blush in the summer. And then some highlights there, so I'm definitely going to be using that. And then I have 3 eyeshadow palettes. I'm actually going to probably be doing this video in kind of 2 parts, as in I'll probably do this video then another one, because there's 3 palettes and I really want to showcase all of them. So yeah, I think I'm better kind of doing it in 2 videos. I'll probably also do an IGTV video. So if you want to follow me over on my Instagram, if you're not already, I will just leave the link down below, and also I'll put the name in the description box. It'll be lovely to see you on there. So this is the 10 colour, I think it's called, yeah, 10 colour Temptation collection. Now this is actually perfect coming into this time of year, and look at those tones. I mean, warm tones coming into August and winter are just beautiful and so flattering. I really want to see this red, kind of see how pigmented it is. It has some beautiful shimmer tones in there as well, which I love. So that's that one. And then the next one is one of their 35 colour palettes. I literally haven't swatched these, by the way. I haven't even touched them. I've opened the box and looked at them, but I haven't even swatched them. So this is going to be a very, very exciting video for me today. So this is the 35 colour Rose Gold Eyeshadow Palette. Right here. And it's actually, the compact is like really sturdy. You know, sometimes with the likes of the Morphe palettes, the outside of them is quite soft. This is like almost like a tin, so you know they're quite well protected in there, which is very good. So you have kind of crown there on the front, and then I'm going to open this. Oh, this is so gorgeous. So you have a lot of, I feel like this would be a lot of people's alleys, like this, you know, you have a lot of neutral tones, but then you have kind of a mustard tone down here that is really nice with any browns. You've got a red, you've got pinks, you've got a cool tone colour here, lighter colours in the top, and I actually really like the way they're grouped as well. I feel like you could really do any kind of look with this palette, so I'd say that's probably the one I'm going to use today. And then as obviously we're coming more into the autumn now, it's actually autumn at the moment, but it's a beautiful day here today, that's why I don't even have any lights on. I might use then the 10 colour palette because it has those really warm tones. I think it'd be beautiful for autumn. And the last palette I think a lot of people are going to be interested in once I show it to you, because it bears a lot of resemblance to a much more expensive palette by Morphe. So this is the 35 colour Oh My God eyeshadow palette. It has colours in the back there, and when you see it, I'm sure a lot of you will recognise it. So that's it there. I'll take the thing off, take the plastic off. Now what does this remind you of? Obviously I'm talking about the Morphe Jaclyn Hill palette. So that one is quite difficult to get your hands on nowadays. They had to do it, I know, over the years when they released it, they had such a huge response to it and they had to restock it a few times, and now I believe it is harder to get your hands on. And it's also, I'll put the prices up on the screen, but it is more expensive than this one. So I was saying to Elaine, I think it'd be a really good idea to do a comparison video between this one and the Morphe Jaclyn Hill palette. So that's going to be another video I'm going to do with these. I'm not going to do that today because I just think at the moment the Rose Gold Eyeshadow Palette is calling my name, and I think I could come up with a really, really nice, really flattering look with it. So I'm going to use that first, and then I will do more videos with the other ones. I'm also going to use the foundation today, the brushes, and the Blush and Glow palette. So I can't thank Elaine from Skin Saviours enough for sending this out to me, being so kind to me. I am a tiny blogger on Instagram. I never expect to be sent stuff, and when she said it to me, I just was so taken aback, and I still can't believe that she just sent me a box of stuff. She was so kind. Thank you so much, Elaine. As I was saying, do definitely check out her website. Okay, so we're nice and zoomed in. Okay, I suppose we'll just start with a sort of a transition shade, kind of a lighter shade. Make sure that concealer. I really like that brush for priming the lids. Really, really, really like it, and I can see it being really good for under the eyes as well. So I'll probably use it for that as well. Okay, so I'm going to use the Crease Brush, which looks like a very kind of dense, fluffy brush. I'm going to go into this shade right here, a very light, kind of medium toned, slightly on the warmer side brown. So I'm just going to start, oh that's pigmented, I'm just going to start buffing that into the crease. No dragging, no patchiness, building really nicely, especially on that outer corner. I've no complaints so far. I can use this red colour down here in the corner, kind of like an orange red. Jeez, that's pigmented. See that? Wow. That's beautiful. Wow. Like it's coming up maybe a slightly more orange in the viewfinder, but it's really quite red in person, which I love. I hate using a red shade and it turning kind of like pink or orange. I want it to be red, like, and that is red. It's gorgeous. Okay, I'm going to use that kind of peachy kind of brown there all over the lid. Just this one here. Just this one here. It's actually a nice colour for a kind of like a kind of to bridge the colour there between there and the red. That makes sense. These are really like, there's so much colour in them. So I'm going to just go in just that one here. I can see it slightly, it's adding some depth there, which is just what I wanted. They're gorgeous. That shimmer is beautiful. I'm thinking about using that colour down here. That's a shimmer. I think I'll use that on the lid and see how we go. So I'm going to try it with the brush first. I went for this one just because it's peachier than the other colour, which is quite a vibrant, like a pink kind of. Okay, so I'm using a brush with this. I thought, you know, I kind of thought, oh, I might have to end up using my finger, but that's gorgeous. Wow. Like, you don't have to wet that, but I might do, because I just want to see how much more intense it would get. Like, I can see kind of that it's wet until obviously it dries down, but I don't see a massive difference, to be honest, and that's really unusual. Normally when you wet a shade, it really kind of amps it up, but I don't think this needs to be wet, which I'm shocked at. Do you see what I mean? That's dry and that's wet. Yeah, I'd say that shade there would be really good for me when I'm wearing tan, so you can see the differences there. That's fair and that's light. Light is quite a bit darker. So here we go. It did say that it's medium buildable, so no, see, that's the problem with these type of brushes, the dual fibre brushes. They leave brush strokes on your face, and I'm not a fan of that. So I'm gonna have to use my own brush. For something like foundation, I generally just prefer, you know, basically like a buffing brush. So this is the Expert Face brush. For Real Techniques, that's what I'm going to use. I do know there are a lot of people who like those dual fibre brushes, so maybe it would work for you. Just not my preference for foundation. Oh yeah, I can see it has a nice kind of light sheen on it, but we'll just see how it dries down. This colour is actually really good. It's a bit darker than my skin tone, but like, it's fine. I've tried to go back over the same spot a few times, my chin, because I have a bit of redness there and it's not totally covering it up. I also have some kind of acne scarring here, and it's not really covering that up, like a little bit, but not totally, not as much as I would like. Like, it's glowy, but it feels like it might dry down. Like, this side is a bit less glowy, so obviously it does dry down a little bit. I'd say if you like your medium coverage, like kind of like light to medium coverage, and you like a finish that isn't totally dry down matte, you'll really like this. Like, I definitely can see myself using this on days where I don't want full coverage and days where my skin is really behaving, but I've had a bit of redness in my skin lately. I've actually had a reaction to some skincare products I was using, which I'll speak about in another video, not related at all to this video, it's a completely different brand, completely different company. So my skin has a bit of redness in it, and I suppose I'm a bit conscious of that, so I want to cover that up. Yeah, it's been quite good to even my lines on my forehead there, but yeah, no, I'm definitely gonna have to conceal it. So I'm going to conceal off camera, and then I'm gonna come back and do the Blush and Glow palette and finish off the eyes, and then that'll be it. And I'm back. So I just added a bit of concealer in the places I need it, and I powdered, and guys, I really like how it's looking. I really like how it's looking. I powdered kind of just around the T-zone, on my chin, under my eyes, set my concealer, and then a tiny bit here just because I want to make sure I can blend bronzer on top of it. Sometimes if it's kind of like too dewy or tacky, it can be difficult, like the powder will stick, so I just put a tiny bit there, but I really like how it looks. I won't be able to do like kind of a wear test or anything like that today, but I will definitely let you know how I get on with it. I will do an update probably in a pinned comment down below, so if you want to see how the foundation wore and everything, then don't forget to check that out. So I'm going to go into this beautiful palette. So you have your blush and highlight there. So, that blush is quite dark. I probably won't be able to use that today. Probably would get away wearing when I tan. The brush I'm going to use is the angled brush, which looks perfect for bronzer and even highlight as well. I've gotten used to using like a big brush like the one I just used. It's also extremely soft. I think I'll have to use that shade that reminds me of like NARS Orgasm just there. This one just here. It looks a bit paler in the camera again, but it's gorgeous. I have a feeling these are really pigmented. Ooh. Oh, is it matte? There's a tiny bit of shimmer in it, which I like, and I think will go really well with the eye look I have on today. Yeah, it's pigmented. Really pigmented. Oh my god, Yvonne, I always make this mistake with blush. I'm gonna use highlighter now. I love the look of that dark one. I'll definitely use that for over tan. When I'm putting tan on my body, I'll put that on my collarbones. I think it looks like the perfect kind of olivey kind of shade. Oh. Oh, you can see that, can't you? So it's subtle enough. Oh, it looks really nice on my nose, actually. See under my nose there? So this, it's a little bit more gold than I thought it would be. Oh, it's actually gorgeous, look. There's no glitter in it, because I know some people really don't like their glitter. You can see it there in my face, I think. I can imagine like for photography, or even like bridal makeup, people liking this. Okay, I'm going to do my eyebrows, my mascara, my lipstick. I'll come back, I'll show you the finished look, and I will give you my final thoughts, and then we'll go from there. So stick around and I'll be back in just a second. And we're finished. So guys, this is the finished look. What do you think of it? So obviously I went quite monochromatic with, you know, my peachy kind of lips and then my eyes. I was debating adding more highlight on top, like another highlighter to intensify it more, but that's actually beautiful. Especially when it catches the light, like it just, there's no glitter in it, there's no big particles in it. I just think it's gorgeous. It is a really warm day here, so this foundation is really going to be put to the test. You can see I'm quite glowy. I do like that, but obviously with glowy foundations they can have a tendency to break down faster, and I'm hoping with the primer I used it is going to hold up for the rest of the evening, but as I said, I will let you know in a pinned comment down below how everything wears. I've used that little bit of powder like I was saying, so I'm hoping it's going to sort of keep it in place. So my thoughts, I am honestly, whether this was sent to me or not, whether I would have paid for it myself, the quality of this stuff is really good, even more so than I thought it would be. I would have no problem buying this myself. That palette, I mean, you could just do so many looks with this. Pinky, red, some cool toned ones with that shimmer there, brown and gold. I'll probably do, you know, I definitely will do sort of a brown and gold look with this, and I'll probably post it on my Instagram if you want to have a look on there. It's a beautiful palette. I can see myself using it a lot. You know, you don't have to use a massive amount for them. You saw how much pigment I got, how much payoff I got just from the small amount that I used. The brushes I'm really pleasantly surprised with. Not a massive fan of the Geofiber blender brush, but that's just my personal preference. I know loads of people use these brushes. I just prefer to use something like a, you know, a really standard kind of, a really dense kind of buffing brush. That's just what works for me. All the other brushes, the eye brushes, face brushes, I am really happy with. I'll definitely be using them more. The foundation, like I said, I wear it a bit more. First impressions are good, but I had to add more concealer on top to get the coverage I wanted, but I'd be happy to wear this on days where I don't need full coverage. I'm happy with it now. I add a bit of concealer, a bit of powder, and I'm really loving how it looks. It doesn't feel heavy at all. I'm going to say that as well on my skin. It doesn't feel heavy at all. So I'll try the other colour when I'm tanned, and I'll let you know how I go on with it, probably over on my Instagram. The Blush and Glow palette, gorgeous. I can't wait to use that darker colour on my body for when I'm tanned, and those other blush colours I'm definitely going to use as well. So if you want to see me using the other palettes, please do come back to my channel. You can ring the bell so you don't miss any of my upcoming videos, and please do subscribe if you haven't already. I have loads more coming, and I'm really excited to get back into this side of things. I'll definitely be using those other palettes, so do check back if you want to see those, and also please follow me over on my Instagram, where I do kind of more updates and looks, and I talk on stories about new products and that kind of thing. So all there's left to say really is thank you so much again to Elaine from Skin Saviours for sending me this stuff. I am so very grateful. Please do check her out, guys. She is a new small but growing Irish business. She launched this summer. She deserves your support. She stocks some amazing brands, even though she's only just really started getting up and running. And don't forget, you can also get 10% off your first order, so just visit the link down below and you'll be able to take advantage of that. So that's all there is to say. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. Please do let me know down below what you thought, you know, what you think of the look. Have you tried these products? Are you interested? I always love hearing from you guys. I love chatting to you guys. So yeah, thank you so much for watching. I hope you're well. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I hope to see you next time. Bye guys.